Welcome back everybody to How Fast Will It Go, and today we're dealing with the 1980 Lotus Esprit Turbo. Now this has 1072 horsepower, 824 pounds-feet of torque from a 5.7 litre twin turbocharged V8 engine. The car itself now weighs 2,603 pounds, has all-wheel drive, and it can only 0 to 60 in 2.459 seconds and 0 to 100 in 5.098 seconds. Just to put that 0 to 100 time in context, that's more than 1.5 seconds quicker than the car originally could go to 60. So yeah, pretty damn rapid now, and yeah, this should do well. It's not very well, it doesn't have a huge amount of weight, it's got a really rather aerodynamic shape, it's got a decent amount of power, but obviously there have been far more powerful versions of other cars on this series before, and there have been an extremely fast Lotus in the form of the Avaya, which is comfortably one of the fastest cars that we've had on the series so far. So whether or not it can live up to that, who knows, but given it's a 44-year-old car, it's not likely. But still, let's see how it can do out on the open road. So let's, yeah, as you can see, revs higher than it could originally. Now obviously the Esprit is no stranger to a V8 engine. In fact, the whole car was initially designed with a V8 in mind for the future, which would obviously come around in the mid-90s. So yeah, no stranger to that kind of engine, but yeah, even the V8 version of this in the mid-90s would only get around 350 horsepower eventually. So yeah, although the engine itself was capable of getting up to 500, but yeah, that's, even if it was 500, that's still less than half what we've got now. So yeah, so there's 250. We seem to be struggling to gain more speed, but there's 252. For a bit of road furniture there. Does not handle as well as it did originally, that's for sure. Oh yeah, it's very, very twitchy. It does not like massive inputs into the steering. Let's see if we can regain that speed though. Come on, that's 245. Right, so this downhill section will definitely help us recover a lot of that speed, and maybe even more so. It's about what we can hold after the fat on the flat bit. So 254, 255, 258, 259, 260, 261. Scrubbed off 261, there's 260, can we hold that? Yeah, we're holding it. We're struggling a little bit there. But yeah, 260 mile an hour. Now I know that is by no means the fastest I've had on this series, but compared to say the other retro wave car that was added into this game via that update, it's certainly quicker than the modern version of the Lamborghini Countach, which only managed 256 miles an hour. So we are 4 miles an hour quicker than that. We're also quicker than a Ford F-150 SVT Lightning, a Wuling Hongyong, I can't even remember how to say that name again now, Mini EV Macron, basically that tiny cube of an electric car, as well as a Ford Capri RS 3100. We're as quick as a Chevrolet Corvette, a Fiat 124 Sport Spider, but we are slightly behind the likes of a Citroen DS23, Cupra Tavascan Concept, Mazda 323 GTR, and the Lamborghini Espada 400 GT. And in comparison to the Avaya, well, that could get up to, let's find it, that was able to get up to 284 miles an hour, so a full 24 mile an hour quicker than this, which just shows how lightning fast that car is, and it's still joint 12th place in the leaderboard overall, that car. So yeah, so we're not by no means as quick as a more modern electric car, but we are still fairly quick for a what is obviously a near 5-decade-old car. So yeah, overall impressive in that regard, especially given this car could only do 146 in its original form. So yeah, we're doing 114 mile an hour more, and obviously we're dealing with a lot more power as well. And even though it did have some handling issues, it was still overall fairly solid. So yeah, on the whole, a pretty impressive vehicle, even if it's nowhere near as quick as it could have been, considering the amount of lack of weight and the really rather good shape. It would have been interesting to see a more powerful engine being able to put into this, but alas, this is the most powerful one you can put in it. So yeah, there we go. So I currently have unlocked memberships and super thanks or something like that, due to getting a certain amount of watch time hours in the last year or so. So massive thanks to everyone that has got me to that point. It's been a huge privilege to do these kind of videos and have so many of you enjoy them. So yeah, if you want to get a membership or super thanks or anything like that, then I would appreciate it. It's obviously not necessary. Nothing's going to change in terms of this channel overall, in terms of, you know, me now having the ability to get those. Just means that I can get a little bit of extra appreciation that I haven't had with this channel. To be honest, I've not made a penny out of this channel despite doing it for as long as I have, and obviously I have put a lot of money into doing it as well, and obviously it's not, you know, a necessary expense, but as a hobby I've enjoyed it a lot, and it would be nice to have a little bit of recompense for doing what I've been doing. But like I said, entirely optional. I know how cost of living and everything is going at the moment, so as I've experienced myself. So yeah, but nonetheless, you can get this car in the current festival playlist for only 20 points. It's well worth getting, and it's got pop-up headlights. So yeah, more than worth getting just for that. But nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.